good night, sweetheart. Parting can be so much fun. Let you and I have another one before we can say good night. Good night, ladies. Good night, fellows. Good night, everyone. We've all had a lot of fun. Good night, good night, good night.
And we don't ever say good night, dude. But we're here, and we did it. Sweet, sweet victory for the Irish yesterday.
Conor McGregor.
40 seconds.
Pretty badass.
This is the whole show. It's going to be me sitting here with this proper 12 whiskey.
Shots? Quick shots?
No.
Celebratory. He's your fucking guy, dude.
I'll die.
Tiny.
I'm drinking.
A little bit. A little sweeties.
It's like 10 in the morning. It's 11. I didn't even eat breakfast. Or is this breakfast?
It's triple distilled, though. Quick swig. Make an Irish coffee or some shit. If I take one, a little shot. Little.
And you're sick. Like,
good.
not like you're sick,
Tiny.
sick. Like you're actually sick.
You need some. I'll make it good. Yes. Yes.
Dude, last time I had it was the wedding. That's
what you need.
Good fight, though.
Phenomenal.
Quick and to the point.
What's different? So many people want to see like this 5-round brawl. The fact that you can knock someone out even at that level in 40 seconds, like I enjoy that.
Yeah, I have Michelle texting me like, "Dude, it's rigged. It's fake. Those
Bullshit.
shoulders are not going to knock out someone." And it's like, one, you've like never been in a fight before where like that's going to happen, and two, like you got kicked in the head, and then you got those.
Yeah. Knee in the face, 3 shoulders, punched, then kicked in the face.
Yeah.
And then teed off on for the last 20 seconds.
Incredible. But we're here. Official Have Another One podcast, Have Another One show. And
Let's go.
if you guys are not subscribed yet, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff at Official HAO Show. And exciting news, we got the RSS feed through SoundCloud.
Pumped up.
We'll be on Apple Podcasts, so make sure you get the audio there. Yeah, so let's jump in, dude. All right, so what do we got for today's episode?
We got the Everything is Fake episode. We really appreciate all the user comments and feedback we've gotten throughout the week. This is about shit that we've been talking about for 10 plus years now that exists in the world that is just like fake. It's not real. No one's ever called it out, and we just kind of go through the motions and abide by it, but really everything is just like bullshit. It's just not real.
And we've actually been talking about this for how long?
Since 2008.
Easily.
2007.
Easily.
Before that.
Okay. Yeah, so we have a lot to go over. Definitely let us know what you guys think. If you guys think this stuff is also fake, if you think this stuff is real and we're totally off base, and if you're offended by any of the stuff we talk about or take it serious, you can have another one, actually.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
We assume no responsibility for things that turn out to be real and we say we're fake.
Yeah. All right. So the first one, which the meme for this that gets passed around is like pretty funny, but taxes.
Yeah. So taxes are complete bullshit. Here's why.
Well, you have to pay. You can't not pay them. So.
Correct. And I love when everyone wants to be a lawyer. It's like, you don't have to pay your taxes. This is illegal.
They're sovereign.
They tell you to calculate what you owe them. Then you pay them that, and then if they want to look into it further, they can. And the repercussion, if you didn't pay the right amount, is then you just have to pay them more. So
to get to the amount.
Correct. So it's designed for you to actually try and cheat and give them less because you're reporting it yourself for what you have to pay them.
Or the idiot that just pays more, and it's like, keep it.
Better safe than sorry.
Do you know the IRS gets donations?
I did not.
They do.
That's
like
a fake thing.
No, that's real. The debt rate, like the whatever the country's debt is, there's people that will donate to like, I'm gonna make a difference.
Stop.
On $3 trillion.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, you that's for real.
But you know it's not someone who has money to do that. It's like some person who's like middle class or lower class that's trying to actually make a difference and doesn't realize it's fake.
And I guarantee you that person that does that tells at least 20 people that they do that. Because that's the only way you can justify it.
Yeah.
Like, just letting you know I donate to the... Oh, you donate to, kids with cancer? I donate to the IRS.
That's horrendous.
So taxes, fake?
Completely. Also, the write-offs and things, the tax codes are changing year by year so frequently that you're basically just picking the scam artist CPA or person. Not that that's not a real profession, but you're picking the person that you think matches your level of how fake you think it is. Because they're a professional at knowing how fake it is.
Oh, so they... Yeah. So they know how to, like, game the system.
Exactly. Based on your risk tolerance.
Yeah.
Because it's all about keeping you happy. You only have, actually, I read some stats. Maybe wrong, but I looked pretty deeply into it. You have like less than a 2% chance at being audited unless you make over like 300 grand a year or you're making under like 30 grand as your reported income because they want to make sure you're not gaming a lot of money that would be owed. It's got to be worthwhile for them to audit you.
Yeah.
So most of the time, take a bigger chunk out of it and roll the friggin' dice. You got a 98% chance of winning.
Yeah. Anyone that listens to this or us is now 50% chance.
I am not a legal professional. This is not to be construed as tax advice.
But yeah, sometimes they'll be like, did you buy a new laptop this year? You're like, nah, I've been using the same one for 5 years. They're like, but did you buy a new laptop this year? You're like, no, like I said, I've been...
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah. So like, oh, okay, just want to mark it down.
So, sidestep on that. Most people don't know this. Do you know what is 100% fake? Goodwill.
Oh, yeah. You guys told me this the other day.
Yes. So most people don't know. They think, let me donate something to Goodwill. I don't want to throw it out.
Oh, yeah.
Goodwill is actually a company
named Goodwill.
Named Goodwill that takes the things you donate and then resells them at a profit for the company. It has nothing to do with, oh, I'm giving these shoes to people that are less fortunate. It goes to them.
Yeah.
It directly is a company that takes in these things. The name Goodwill
you told me
is meant to confuse people or to...
Yeah, it works, because I didn't know until like a week ago. You guys told me that like...
Well, I didn't know until 3 weeks before that, so that's
yeah, but
why
like somehow Emily knew. She's like, oh yeah, no, I know. But she's like, anywhere else will just... She said it's better to do that than a landfill. But yes, you said some people will buy like a new bike, be like, oh, I'm buying a new bike for Goodwill for $80. That guy will turn around and sell it for $60.
No, that's the other thing. So they won't take like a bike that has a flat tire. They say it's got to be in good condition or new. So there are some people that will actually buy a new $300 bike, give it to Goodwill, and they'll sell it for close to $300.
Yeah,
and that
make
guy
all
makes
the
the
money.
profit. It's insane.
You want to open up a business called Charity?
Goodwill it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Goodwill is fake also.
Yeah, dude. But this next one is I don't know where I know where I stand on it, but I don't know where you stand with laundry and putting and how to wash your clothes and.
So the biggest thing about this is we're going to be jumping all over the place, but that's what makes it exciting. So laundry. I was told my whole life that if you didn't separate whites and colors, you were going to have some type of bleeding. Your whites were going to turn brown and red. The colors... Complete horseshit. I've thrown everything in one load of laundry. I use generic detergent, whatever it is, Tide or Whisk or whatever it may be. Comes out perfect every time. I was told you got to use bleach. Bleach for colors. You got to separate
You do.
socks.
This is real. I'm in for team laundry. Here's the deal. I have washed so many things that are light colors that have gotten bled onto and that have been like ruined, and Emily's had to like do the whole like
Human fluid blood or bled onto
no. Like she washed my white belt when it was like fully loaded with like something brand new red, came out of the wash, it was pink. And I only had one white belt. And I was mortified.
Are you implying most men have multiple white belts?
You have to I have to idiot proof myself, so yes. I have 2 blue belts, both But it got fucking ruined. So
Oh, dude! I thought you meant like a Metro white belt, like that.
No.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No.
For a second, I was worried. You had multiple white belts. You were rocking out at like.
No,
never mind.
No, but I do. So I do the laundry in the house, and I don't want to fuck it up. So I do split whites up. I do warm bleach.
Dude, so much time.
It is. No, wait.
think-
No. Yeah, this is what you're doing. You're taking a little bit extra precaution that takes up time on the 5% chance something doesn't get fucked up. I'd rather risk it and take the extra time.
But the whole idea of warm wash versus cold wash, I believe, is fake also. If you wash everything on cold, you don't have to separate it. It's the warm water that makes stuff bleed.
I don't
the
think so,
colors.
dude.
I think so.
Nah, because that Christmas sweatshirt that you had, the Mike Tyson one.
Yeah.
If I wash that in cold, because that's like a new cheap red sweatshirt. If I put that into water, the water's gonna get red.
Not if it's cold, though. I don't believe. I think if it's warm, they put those extra settings to create double the line of products at the store to confuse people into buying them. And then with double the products, they now have to sell bleach in case you screwed up confusing the products. So that's a third line of product by just making a warm and a cold wash. I'm on team fake, hardcore.
God, nah, I'm team real, dude. This is definitely team real. We have to consult like moms that have been doing laundry for decades.
Yeah, but I think they've been drinking the Kool-Aid for too long.
Like they've been indoctrinated.
Yeah.
Propaganda.
It's like cult level stuff. I don't know. Could be wrong, though.
Yeah, but nah.
I've been known to be wrong many times in my life, but I
Yeah,
don't
dude,
think this
you
one-
have to wash. I don't know. You might be right. Because look, I buy like the detergent, the bleach, the fabric softener,
much.
the cold keeps your colors for.
I buy the giant ones that now you have to turn upside down and you press the button so it drains like a Gatorade cooler in
Dude.
like high school sports.
Stop.
It's like 17
Pods.
gallons in one.
Pods.
Not about. That's enough about fucking laundry, dude.
I take pride in my laundry, brother.
Throw it out, buy new clothes. Shout out Kevin McGurl.
Dude, that's what Emily's brother was like. If I ever become rich, I don't want to mention this. I want to wear a fresh new pair of socks every day.
Just chuck them.
That's how you know you made it. Like brand new, crisp. Okay, the reason we put this one up here is because of the experience that I had. So did you it is 6 hours that you have to drive with your permit before you get your license.
With the driving instructor, yes.
Did you do that?
I did.
How was it? You don't drive for 6 hours.
I think it's like 3 2-hour stints, if I remember.
So in Boonton, or at least the places that we were at, you could either do that or 2-3 hours.
Okay.
So I did the 2-3 hours.
How'd that go?
The guy was morbidly obese.
I'm shocked.
His car was disgusting. And guess both times where he made me go.
McDonald's in Boonton.
Yeah. He goes, we drove around town, and he was just like, all right, pull in here. Like, I like,
Yeah, random stop.
the fucking McDonald's in Boonton, dude. Both times. He was like, we're not going on any highways. We're not doing... I'm like,
You actually live right next to a highway, though, which is perfect for the highway portion.
I live close enough to a highway you can get on and get off and still be in the same damn town. So it's like you go and you just ride on it for like a mile. And as I'm doing, like, this is not... I'm 16. I'm like, this is not a real thing. Like, this is a waste of my time. But
So, yeah, my guy had the actual second wheel in the car where if he presses
No!
the brakes, if he presses the brakes or turns the wheel, it, like, disengages
he just
your
had
wheel.
the
But he had to
brake.
slam on the brakes once. I was trying to ease my braking because he's like, you're slamming on them too hard. I'm like, I'm stopping, aren't I? So I tried to ease in, and I would have careened this car from behind. He's like, that's a little too easy, right? Find a happy medium. But yeah, I don't really believe that can prepare you for
or
driving.
even the written test.
You need like the cool parent who's letting you drive without a license, where it's like, just don't fucking crash, you know?
Dude, we had a kid in our town who drove, I think it was their parents' like Hummer or Jeep, just around town. Like it's a small town. Drove it to like the grocery store, like to pick up Old Town or whatever the case may be. Other parents saw him driving, knew he wasn't of age,
Wow.
and was like writing to the family anonymously.
That's awesome.
Like,
No,
fucking-
but that's awesome. They didn't call the cops on him. Also, driving without a license, though.
No,
Shout
but-
out Jesse Steele.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think you should drive. Hopefully, this sunlight doesn't fuck up the camera, but yeah, I think you should just practice driving with like your dad or mom on the street that you live on, assuming it's not busy, and that's like all the tests you need, and then go take the driving test. But the written test is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, written test is fake, too.
And other car shit that's fake. You love this one.
Yeah.
But I do, yeah.
So getting your car inspection for the EPA, completely fake, made up, bullshit, $50 fee they're trying to hit you for. You go in, they plug it into a computer, it does some BB-8 Star Wars shit, beep, boop, beep,
Yeah.
says you're good,
Spins your tires for 10 miles.
and then they scrape it off and put a new sticker on it and say you're good for 4 years, as if that could somehow...
Dude, Michelle told me that for his truck, right? He's got that huge monster truck. They had to put something on it to make the exhaust white, right? Like a restrictor or something.
Okay.
In doing that, it slows down the truck and doesn't burn the fuel cleanly, but it makes the smoke white so it's not visibly unappealing. But the black smoke, there's like no difference, and the car actually runs better if the black smoke comes out. Like some shit like that.
Yeah, it's fake.
Dude, you want to know what I also used to do? First of all, no EPA sticker on cars that I've had for the past, since 2012.
No respect, breaking the law.
And also, you can just pay people, like gas station attendants. Like gas station people.
Yeah. You know how many people, my buddy owns an auto body shop, if you want a sticker, instead of $50 for the actual inspection, pass, fail, they're like $90.
Give me
It's like,
$90,
it's a
here's a
fucking
sticker.
racket.
Yeah.
It's a sticker. There's no proof that you didn't pass it. Just
And
a
it's not like the
sticker.
cops pulling you over and is like, let me run the test to make
No.
sure the sticker.
They just cite you for the sticker when they're letting you off nicely for something else. They're like, oh, you're speeding, or you're breaking the law, oh, you're a piece of shit, you did get your car inspected for a fake thing. I'll give you a $50 ticket for that.
Yeah, fake. Fake as shit. Another car thing that we have on here that's fake.
The fakest, possibly the fakest thing on here, is after you buy a new car, returning your old license plates in person to the DMV so they can be recycled.
Yeah. You just throw them out. Look, I'm not running errands.
100%.
Now look, people are gonna be, what if someone steals your car?
It's not my car anymore. Change the license plates.
No, they steal your license plates and put them on a stolen. It's not my problem. I don't care.
I already re-registered my car with the new plates.
Not my problem. Literally not my problem. So yeah, you just throw them out. Or you just keep them. I think people actually would keep them.
If you have like a vanity plate and it has a cool tag, my mom actually had that from like, she was like 20 years old, like
What
her
is that?
Corvette. It was like Penny V with her name on it.
Dang.
So she like had those hanging in the garage. So that's cool, but yeah. Pretty sure I had 3 license plates from old cars. I just chucked them out probably 6
You're
months ago.
fucking in the garbage.
Allegedly.
Yeah. You may have thrown them.
This is all just a joke because this is even fake.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is so fake. Running errands, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's talk about this other one. This is one we talked about. Did we talk about this one in the post originally? No, right?
No.
This one. I think this is the one that sparked it. That like the whole like fake thing is driving through the Easy Pass. So the miles per hour you have to drive through the Easy Pass thing.
Yeah,
is
what does it claim? Like 15?
15. Drive through at 15. Now, okay. If you don't have Easy Pass and you go through, what happens?
It takes a picture of your license plate, and then it checks the registration, and then it sends a ticket out to that for running the Easy Pass, not paying. It's a violation.
Yeah.
So that gets sent to wherever the car's registered to.
Okay. Now, if you speed through 50 miles an hour through an Easy Pass with no Easy Pass, can it read your license plate?
Yes. I believe it can still read your license plate. It takes a
Great.
picture.
Great.
And still bills you.
So if you have an Easy Pass and you do drive through 50 miles an hour, it might not read the Easy Pass,
Correct.
but it'll read.
Your license plate. And then it sends that picture through the Easy Pass database to make sure it didn't make an error. And then it just then retroactively bills your Easy Pass what you would have.
Okay.
And if you drive slow through the Easy Pass, it'll just charge your Easy Pass directly.
Correct. So you never need to go through 15 miles an hour.
Correct. If you drive through the Easy Pass at 50 and the person behind you was to see and it says toll unpaid, because you drove too fast, it will actually then run your license plate against the EasyPass accounts and then just bill you retroactively.
So to everyone listening, drive fucking through the Easy Pass 50
Don't
miles an
slow
hour.
down until 5 and then make sure it says toll paid and drive through as if you're so horrified at how technology or the world works. Like, God forbid I had to pay a $20 fine. As long as you have an Easy Pass,
You're
you
fine.
can drive through as fast as you can.
You're fine. Also,
100%.
also the people that... Oh my God.
If you don't have Easy Pass,
One, if you don't have Easy Pass, get with it. But two, the people that don't know they have... There's some people that don't have Easy Pass. There's some people that don't know they have or don't have Easy Pass until they're 3 fucking feet away from the toll. They're pulling up and they're like, oh my God, I have Easy Pass. And they have to like shift over 3 fucking lanes. Or they realize they do have it and they're, oh, or they don't have it. They're like, oh, I don't have it. I have to get over here. It's like, what the fuck were you thinking about leading up while you're driving your car to the toll?
well, if you have Easy Pass and you didn't realize you were in the cash lane, the cash lanes accept Easy Pass, you're then just a piece of shit. Because then you're cutting over to try and get into Easy Pass, cutting other people to save you time.
Oh, unless they're doing that, which, yeah, then they're a piece of shit. But do you want to know what's also funny? You know, we talk about things go around full circle.
Yeah.
The exit by the Parkway from 280, because everyone has Easy Pass, the cash-only lane is actually faster in the morning.
So to explain to the listeners, when he says it goes around the bend, it means when something's like so genius, it goes around the bend, it becomes the dumbest thing ever. Or something is so dumb, like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 0, it can actually go around the bend and go up to a 10 genius by getting even dumber. So Easy Pass is so convenient and fast and everyone has it that actually the cash line is faster.
In that morning, for a good hour and a half, the cash line is absolutely faster. 100%. And I've seen it like several times. All right, so... rinsing off after the beach before going in the pool at hotels.
Oh yeah, completely fake.
Fuck it.
So you go down the shore, nice resort, go off the beach, come back. You're supposed to completely rinse down to get the sand off instead of going in the pool. I am cannonballing into the pool,
Fuck
full
it.
sand. It comes out with the wash at the end of the day.
Clean
Who's
it.
going to notice it? It's
Clean
at the
it.
bottom of the pool.
Clean it.
Not my problem.
Fake. Rinsing vegetables.
I think it's also fake.
Just eat them. Right?
So if something has pesticides, I fail to believe that the pesticides are just on the outside skin. You're eating it and then getting sick. I mean, I guess you could run it underwater if you don't want to visibly see dirt, but yeah, I just fucking eat it.
Get a little dirt. And the same people that are like, we need to rinse the vegetables, are the same people that are like, we can't drink the tap water.
Yeah.
But they're rinsing it with tap water.
I'm a big proponent, though, of bottled water is the biggest scam. As a
What do you
legend,
mean?
a
It's
legend that I
scam
know.
like it
My
doesn't-
father used to say a famous quote: "Water falls from the sky for free, but you're paying $3 to $4 a bottle for it." I think tap water actually makes your immune system better.
It makes it... Yeah.
Like the impurities in it, things like it's all the same. You're paying $5 for Fiji water. Like,
Fuck it.
I like Fiji water, but
But would you get one of those things?
yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's more like a you thing than a me thing.
That's definitely a me thing, but that's actually an
You
Emily
want to drink
thing.
more water, so you bought this ridiculous thing to make you like.
No,
feel
I didn't. No. Incorrect. That's fake. Emily can taste the difference, like, in the waters, which sometimes you can do
Yes.
with different waters. She's like, I want to get this, so I always just have, like, wet water versus that unwet water. All right, what else we got? Oh, this is a good one. People like this. Bagging, or they won't, and we don't care. Bagging groceries separate. Like, you put the different foods in the one bag, and then you put
Yeah,
all
like
the
frozen
other
vegetables
foods.
in one bag. You got to put the bread in the this and the other bag. Yeah, I don't. As long as you put the bread on top of whatever bag you're jamming everything else in, I think it's completely fine.
Yeah,
But-
I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think eggs and bread is one bag. Eggs and bread, one bag. That should go kind of by itself. Everything else, fucking toss it all in. The
Yeah.
chips and the fucking the soup
Minimal
or whatever.
bag. Because everyone subscribes, at least most men, self-respecting men, I should say, are
One trip.
carrying every bag
One trip.
in one trip from the car. So you might as well cram everything all in together.
Do you know who's the original inventor of One Trip?
Who?
Robin. She's like,
Really?
what are you doing too?
Wow.
Me and Katie be like,
I love it.
yeah.
So, also, I stray very far from the main line with this. I will not shop with a shopping cart. I only shop with the baskets. I go double baskets, cram as much crap as I
Nope.
can in them.
Nope.
Run up to the front of
Nope.
the line. I can't do like a shopping adventure. Like, oh, let me pull out my list and do this. I'm grabbing the 10 things I needed. Whatever else pops an eye, I'm cutting the whole line and
Carts.
I'm blowing out of town.
Cards for days.
Not about it.
Cards for days, dude. Yeah, you like this one. We're not gonna be on the same team for this.
Okay.
Diet soda compared to regular soda is just as bad, if not worse, because of all the bullshit that's inside of it.
Okay. Time out. False statement. Time back in. So, it depends what you mean by worse, right? When I used to work in insurance, we'd call that, we need to define the term. What is
Great.
worse? And it depends on your objective. So if we're talking about weight gain and sugar, if you're trying to avoid simple sugars or calories, you're going to go for the diet soda. Now, if you're talking about chemical content in that, I'm not saying fake sweeteners are good for you. I'm not saying any of the chemicals listed in Diet Coke are good or even neutral for you. I'm saying, from what I've heard, it is usually an obese or fat person with a rock hard gut where if you punched it, your hand would break,
Like it
but
hurts.
it's not abs. They smoke or drink and say, why are you drinking diet soda? It's worse for you. One, I'm not taking nutritional advice from someone like that.
It sounds
say-
like
they-
they are.
Yeah, they say, oh, you should have a regular soda instead. But all of the studies that have even showed diet sodas linked to weight gain and that from things I've read are usually not controlling for other variables and other. So it's like, yeah, someone who doesn't have a regular soda, they drink a diet. The hit of sugar doesn't satiate them, so they tend to overeat more to get sugar elsewhere. So it leads to as much weight gain. All I'm talking about is if I don't like sugar and I'm going to drink 6 Diet Cokes in a row, if I drank 6 regular Cokes, that's 900 calories of sugar.
Fair. Okay, I understand that.
So it's not worse.
But
It's not worse.
Yes, it is. Dude, if you from the chemical standpoint, it's definitely worse.
But you don't. What do you know about chemicals?
What do you know? You sound like you're getting your advice from.
I don't, but I err on the negative if I don't know.
Okay, we both would agree that soda
They're
is bad.
selling it. The FDA is letting them sell it for 100 years to Americans. I'm not saying. I know they allowed smoking, but then they changed their stance. I don't think they're poisoning people and they live to 150, but they're dying at 84 average life expectancy. Or 79, whatever
do.
it is.
No, I don't.
Because of Diet Coke for population.
Look, soda's just bad. Just drink proper 12 or water. But wait, yeah, you like soda. You like that. I think
like
you like it
soda.
because it's bad. Going back to the full circle thing, I think Diet soda is so bad that you're like, wow, it's actually not
I do
that
live
bad.
my life in the extremes, though.
Dude, I hate
Both
diet
good and
soda.
bad.
I don't even drink soda that much.
No,
but diet
soda's
soda's
great.
fucking gross. No, it's not. Once in a while. A crisp ginger ale is good.
Coke or Beppis?
I'm Team Beppes.
Pepsi it is.
Yeah. All right, let's keep rocking, dude. Yeah, this one's good. Dude, you're driving, right? You're taking a trip. You gotta run into a store and run out. All the parking is all
Quick shot for Kana.
one that's...
Okay, you're at the store. You got to run in and grab something real quick.
Yeah, and the parking's there, so you're just like, whatever, I'm just gonna park in this area that I know is not... I'm not allowed to park here. It's a towaway zone. But, like, fuck it. I dare you to call the tow truck, tell them what's going on, have them drive to where I'm at,
And hook it up.
hook it all up, do everything before I get in and out of wherever I have to be. Now, obviously, if everyone does that, we got problems. But like as far as the bell curve, the 0.5%.
That actually get towed.
No, the 0.5% of the population that is doing what we're talking about.
Oh, is rolling the dice, yeah.
You keep doing it. But if it starts swaying, then yeah.
Okay, but technicality, does that mean it's a fake thing? Or does that mean it's fake like the fear of it? Because that is a real thing. You're just making a bet you're going to get back before it is towed.
Abiding by tow-away zones is a fake thing.
Okay. That's fair.
Fucking risk it. Roll the dice.
Do they actually have, like, they'll always say, like, it's towed by this company. Do they actually have, like, a contract with that company? Is it happening that often?
No, dude. There's no, like, when you're going through training at a store, and by the way, if someone happens to park in this fucking tow-away zone, this is the number you dial. Like, that's not what people are worried about. You would just come and be like, oh, shit, someone's parked here. What do we do? Oh, you know what they would say? Let's see if he's gone in 10 minutes. And guess what?
You will be.
I will be gone in 10 minutes. Roll the dice, ladies and gentlemen.
True. So I have one, highly controversial, because many people here like smoking their trees, and the listeners, and like
Get up on.
CBD. But the whole claim of no one ever has died from weed, that's got to be fake. Somebody, somewhere, in some circumstance, as a result of smoking weed. I'm not saying sitting there chiefing 400 blunts in a row like OD'd, but somebody as a result of it has had to have died.
But what do you, like, if you smoke weed and you get super paranoid and you have a heart attack, did you die from weed? No. You can't OD on weed. That's what people mean when they say that.
Fair. I'm okay with that. And I'm not against it.
Sure.
I'm not against it. Right, it would be like a ridiculous amount. You'd pass out before that. But the claim when people say that sounds ridiculous. It's made to be like misinformation a little bit.
Of course.
No one's ever died from weed.
No
What
one's ever
happens if you were
OD'd?
like planting weed and all of a sudden like a snake comes out of where you're planting the weed plant and bites you? Like technically isn't that by weed?
Yeah.
Like you were there to plant weed.
Oh, I thought you meant physically buy weed. I died by weed. Like I was next to weed.
Well, what if you got so high the plant like Venus flytrap got you and no one believed you?
Dude, that's
It's
not
like,
weed. That's
technically-
that next level shit.
Yeah, what is that,
But yeah.
ayahuasca or some shit?
Fuck that. This is the new shit. This is that new shit. I want some beer.
Speaking of plants and trees, as we deforest this entire earth, the next one,
Oh my god.
specifically citing CVS, receipts in general are completely fake.
Pretend. Get rid of them.
So, I was actually talking about this because this came up and I was like, oh yeah, receipts are fake. And they said receipts are actually a scam. So I said, all right, I'm
listening.
I'm sitting down. Tell me more. I got some free time on my hands. They said that a receipt in paper is a way for when you buy something, knowing it's fake and you're going to lose it, that when you want to return a product, they don't have to give you your money back because you don't have the receipt. They could just give you store credit.
So the store never loses the money.
Correct. Once you make a purchase, they're keeping it. They're willing to take it back. But since you lost this fake receipt that they knew was fake to begin with, you have to only take store credit. Which is a pretty interesting
Dude, one
spin
of the Crystalia, one of his old vines that like had me like pissing my pants, was talking about. He's like, hey, places that give me 2 receipts, give me 1 or 0 receipts. Like, what about those places that give you 2 fucking receipts? Like, here's a receipt and here's another receipt.
What gives you 2 receipts? Like restaurants, like the customer copy and the itemized?
No, there's some stores you'll go and they're like, it'll just be like, and there's just like, it prints out like 5 receipts, 3 for the shit and 2 for you.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
What about people that keep receipts? Does that happen?
So receipts, I guess, if we're going back, if we're going to actually build on this, if we go back to our taxes being fake, right? It's like a stand-up comic building on previous jokes.
Yeah.
If you then keep these fake receipts, on the off chance you're part of that under 2% that gets an audit, you need to prove where you spent your money or that you had a receipt. But I think a wise man named Sean Meehan told me, my fucking credit card statement
Yes.
is my receipt of the shit that I've spent my money on that I'm pissed at.
No one's, unless you're paying cash, which like no one really does anymore. That's it. And even if you did get audited on the cash purchases you've made, what % of shit are you buying in a given year that's cold hard cash?
Right, that would be substantial, or that could be written off. Probably none. But also on that note, is paying cash fake things?
I never carry around cash. No, do you have? Yeah, you are a cash guy.
I do like cash, but I go through waves. If I have the cash through, like, not reporting things cash. If like I have cash, I'll use it. If not, I just use my card to get the points. But
yeah, it's so much better to use a card until the government takes all our money and then it's gone. All right, so we got a few segments here because we had to break this up. So we got a lot of things to cover, and then we also got submissions, and there was like a few things that were kind of similar under one thing, so we broke them up. And there is a ton of things under the overarching idea of airplanes. Now, we're not saying airplanes are fake.
no, airplanes are definitely real. I've gotten in an airplane at one location and arrived at somewhere else, so
Okay.
that's real.
So, but there's a lot of things that happen on an airplane that are fake.
Yes.
Okay.
So, people have heard this before. The fastening your seatbelt, like, sir, the fasten seatbelt sign is on. It's like, let's cut the shit. A car has a waist seatbelt and a chest seatbelt. The little shit on the airplane isn't protecting you if anything happens. So that is completely fake. But also, airplanes are a very serious thing in terms of safety, but they've kind of overdone it with like technicalities and procedure, like boarding groups. Boarding group 1 gets on the plane first, and then there should be not boarding group 1. Boarding groups 3, 4, 5, completely fake. Everyone just walks up with their ticket. Everyone cuts the line, tries to jump ahead. It is a free-for-all at best. So I think all of that just completely fake and bullshit.
Dude, the people that we talked about before that don't realize they have Easy Pass until they're at the fucking thing they have to cut over are the same people that stand up. We're going to begin, but they stand up and it's like, hey man, you're group 5.
You have zero chance of getting on the plane in the next
Sit the
hour.
fuck down. Sit down. You're not going anywhere. They like stand there like this. Like,
Pulsating muscles.
yeah,
and
just
veins.
like, I just want to stand up. I don't. Relax. Calm down. You're not getting on. There's no, like, no one's gonna.
This
Like, the
ties
plane
into-
isn't fucking leaving without you.
This
Relax.
is tied into you saying most people are bad at being people.
Dude, people suck at being people. They suck. But I will say this: if you realize that, it's very funny to watch. It's hilarious to watch. People get worked up, and it's pretty funny. But yeah, the boarding groups. First class is a thing. The veterans, the disabled, that's real. You get on first. Group 1, real. I even think Group 2 is real. But anything after Group 2,
Completely fake.
fake. And I think the reason that people stand up and are like, they're all jacked up, other than being nervous to fly, is they don't want their bags checked. Because, like,
Oh, gotcha.
yeah,
If the compartments fill up.
correct. Which, it's fake.
It's completely fake.
It's also fake. Because if you walk up, if I'm a flight attendant, or a, whatever, what is it called?
Flight attendant.
No, the person in the front.
I
Flight clerk?
don't know.
Whatever.
People who like check the tickets and let you on.
Yeah, ticket checker. If I say to you, yo, hey, it's built up, we're actually going to have to check that bag. That, like, you've already, when you're flying, you're, like, packing that bag to
Have
not,
with you.
to not check it. You do all the work. You didn't bring the big bag on purpose. Which, like, that's a whole podcast in itself, packing for airplanes.
Right, you've brought like the 3-ounce stuff. You've bought
The whole
travel
shit.
size, everything. Yeah.
If I say to you, oh, you're going to need to check that bag, let's tell the listeners and the viewers, what should they do in that moment? Give us a play-by-play.
Okay.
Hey, you need to, yeah, we're going to, hey, sir, we're filled up. We're going to ask that you check that bag. Just make sure when you board the plane, you leave it out there, and we'll check it for free.
Oh,
free of charge.
man, really? You have to check it? It's filled?
Yeah, sorry. It's free, though. Don't worry.
Oh, man, okay. And then I'd probably walk right up to where you're about to do it, and then I'd walk it directly onto the plane and pretend I didn't hear him.
Correct. Because one of two things will happen. One, you'll get away with it, and now your bag isn't checked, and it's right above. Or two,
which you'll find out there's plenty of probably room on the plane.
There's always room. I've done this 1,000 times. Oh, you need me to check my bag? No problem.
Quick small tangent. If you remember, there was a woman when we were getting on a plane who caused the whole scene when they said she had to check her bag, if you remember. And she goes, I'm really good at finding space on the plane.
I don't even remember.
I'll figure out a way to get this on.
Did she get it on?
Yes.
That's amazing. Yeah, there's
she goes, I
room.
fly like 500,000 miles a year, like, I'm top tier. I'm good at finding space.
Dude, it's so annoying. So you'll either get away with it 90% of the time.
Or you have to check it like you were going to anyway.
Correct. Roll the fucking dice.
Sounds like taxes.
Yes. Roll the dice, people. Yeah. I'll check it, don't worry. What else?
Oh, last thing. Finishing up on planes. When you actually do check your baggage and then they give you the sticker with the 20-digit ID number, that shit is in the garbage before I even board the plane.
Garbage. Put it next to the fucking receipts that you threw away, dude.
If you lose my bag and they say, oh, you have to make a claim on it, I'm claiming there were gold bars in it, that my laptop, my cat were in there.
A kid?
$25,000 of claim. I am not
Easily.
keeping a sticker to track it. Give me a fucking break.
And you know, again, going back to what we talked about the purchases, it's in a computer. They'll search your fucking name.
100%.
They'll find the number. But I still keep it anyway. I'm a paranoid fuck. But you just throw it out. And this was a fan submission too. So casual airsoft, which I think a few people wrote this one in. Cell phones on airplanes. Give us a rundown. Real or fake?
Oh, turn yourself. Oh. If you're telling me with 300 people on a plane, if one dumbass has his cell phone left on, that it's going to interfere in the planes going down?
Down, crash, dead, everyone.
There is 0 chance that's true, and I'm keeping my
Wait,
phone
0% chance that it'll interfere? Or 0%?
0% chance it's it. 0.0 something that it interferes.
Course.
Every plane would go down if that was the case. You think everyone turns it off? I leave mine on until literally I'm sending texts and I lose service as we're taking off the tarmac.
I never do airplane mode. Ever. I leave
There's
it
no
on.
reason to.
I leave
Why
it
would
on.
you?
To save battery. But that's it. It's nothing.
Just to charge faster, yeah.
It's not like the plane's going on, someone's phone comes on, they're just like, ah! Like,
Watch, we're going to
crashing.
get a comment. It's like, no, I work for the Aviation Commission. It's like, and I'm still leaving it on.
If someone
It's
comments
staying
or
on.
says, well, the way it works is that blocked. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're not changing any of that shit. Oh, what about, wasn't there a comedian that was also just talking about one of the shits for a, on the airplane where you check with the water bottle?
Oh, yes. So I've been watching a couple stand-up things, so I'm not going to actually, like, butcher the bit, but I was thinking about this, like, a minute before we started this podcast. Some stand-up comedian was talking about how when you're in security, right, if you have more than 3 to 4 ounces of a liquid, it's like some lady with, like, Pantene Pro V, some custom hair conditioner. She, like, packed the regular one she takes, and they're like, ma'am, this could be a bomb. We got to confiscate this. It's like, okay. They literally take what they think is a liquid bomb and put it in a garbage can in the most densely packed area of the airport, which is security, where everyone's together. They leave it in the garbage can with all of the other confiscated could-be bombs that could chain reaction go off.
Yeah.
And that's the TSA protocol.
Yeah, fucking fake as shit, dude. Dude, one time I tried to get a, I think I sent you the picture. I tried to get the, what's it, the seltzer? Why can't I think of it?
La Croix?
No. White Claw.
White Claw. Oh, alcohol.
Do you have another one?
I should have known.
Yeah. I tried to get that through, and they were like, sorry, you can't take it. It was sealed. I was like, no worries. I just, I forgot. Like, can I drink it? They go, if you want to drink this, you have to go back outside, drink it, then come through again. As if, like, the liquid inside was going to be the bomb that I was going to drink. Somehow it's going to blow up inside my stomach on the plane. It's like, no, I just don't like flying. I want to get drunk. I can't, like, I'm not your
Never
guy.
fly sober.
I'm not your guy. Fuck no, dude.
I think this is where you gotta take us off. So this is the second section of consolidation for old timers fake shit.
Well, I started writing some of this stuff down, and then it was like, oh yeah, this is kind of funny. This, I guess, is fake. And the next thing you know, I'm like, this is all shit like my parents would do, right? So,
What do you got?
throwing the remote signal for like old TVs. So I remember as a kid, like my, like having the clicker. First of all, what did you call it?
I called it the clicker.
I think ours was the remote.
Many people actually go by the moat control. They drop
No.
yes, the moat control. I've heard.
I'll accept clicker.
It's equal parts horrifying and like trash.
Let us know in the comments, clicker or remote. Now, if someone says the channel changer,
Shadow changer.
Bye.
Is ultimate
See
have
ya.
another one
Bye.
status.
Bye. Don't follow us. See
The
ya.
channel changer.
The channel changer. Fucking get out of town. But doing like this shit, like as if this thing doesn't work. Like
Gotcha. Yeah.
like I need to whip that signal.
You gotta bend it around.
Yeah,
and shit.
like if the TV's over there, but there's like someone standing there, they'll do like this, as if like you're gonna bend the matrix and have like that's fucking fake. Just like you could press it like here, or here,
Yeah, that's cool.
or here. I'll accept this, but if you're like throwing the shit, like get the fuck out of here. Also, on that note, like the cell phone, like you're using your cell phone here, it doesn't work. So you like do this. To
Yeah, get it
like-
1 foot closer to
yeah,
the
yeah.
sky.
Now I will say this: some people will say this is fake. I think it's real. Like if you hold the cell phone up, like if it's not working here, you can hold it.
talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. I try it. It's only weird if it doesn't work.
1 foot higher to the sky is gonna work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's like old person shit.
I know, dude. Putting batteries in the fridge. Did you do this as a kid?
No.
Oh my god. I remember we would use batteries. The fucking remote would be dead. And my dad would be like, "Oh, put the batteries in the fridge." And I didn't know any better until I got older that like that's a weird fucking thing. And it doesn't work, I don't think. You can't put batteries in the fridge
No,
and it like
So
lasts longer. That's not a thing.
it's coming back to me. No. If you buy batteries, I believe to store them, people say put them in the fridge. You can't put dead batteries in the fridge. They get cold and then they get charged back. But I actually don't believe it. Because if you bring your cell phone out in the cold, the electronics will shut down. That's partially probably due to the screen. But batteries don't function as well outside in electronics in the cold. I think it's fake.
Here we go. Ready? I just thought of this right now. If that was true, wouldn't they keep batteries in the refrigerator aisle at the fucking grocery store and not out in the open? Yeah.
Mind blown
Get
shit.
the fuck out of here. You put your batteries in the fridge, you can have another one. Also, when I was sick, I just remember a lot of it as a kid being told to gargle with salt water. That's like not a thing. It's not like, oh, I have a little sniffle, I have a sore throat, gargle salt water, you'll be fine. That's like not real. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, salt will like help clean something if it's like, I guess, an open pus wound or something in your throat.
Ew.
But shout out to Bones. Told me a secret cure-all if you're sick.
Bones?
Bones.
Dang,
Frank
dude.
DeLeo, shout out. He
Dang.
told me you take a shot of whiskey, and I think you pour in a couple tabs of crushed red pepper and black pepper. You down the shot before you go to sleep, and you'll wake up. If you have any type of throat sickness
Get
or
the
coming out of the weather. Dude, it worked the
This
one
is-
time I did it.
Yeah. Also, you probably were taking Dayquil and shit. And also, this is where you're getting your Diet Coke is more healthy than regular Coke advice.
100%.
And the last thing for old timers fake segment is driving with the lights on. So like, again, as a kid, it'd be dark out, and you turn the light on in the back of the car, and you literally thought that if that light stayed on for more than 10 seconds, the car would shut down. People,
SWAT team arrested.
well, I can't see. It's like it's a little. You can't see a little bit less than when you could before I turn this light on.
Yeah, that's like a fake parent thing.
Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, if you guys know any other old timer fake things that exist, definitely let us know. All right, and let's jump into some fan submissions. So
Start us off.
first one we got from our buddy Gus, who actually did
Some of these were hilarious.
fucking amazing, and some of these were some of the people submitted the same shit.
Yeah,
Like different people. Yeah. So Gus, who did our intro, our logo, shout out to Gus at GU_Stav, STAV_O, Gustavo on Instagram, daylight savings time, which is appropriate because it's in like, I think 2 months, middle of March. Real or fake?
Complicated idea. I think it's fake.
Why?
The concept of preserving more daylight for the hours you're up, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Farmers don't get paid anything anyway, so for most professions, I don't think it matters anymore. I'm going to go with fake.
The amount of proper 12 you just poured into that cup, real or fake?
That's a fake amount. That's several shots.
Okay, yeah, that looked a lot. Yeah, fuck daylight savings time, right?
Not about it. Too complicated. You lose 1 hour one day, you gain an hour at the bar. It's like a fun thing, but
You can't even do that.
no, you can.
No, you can't.
The night you're at the bar where it's supposed to close at 1:59 and it's 2 and it goes back to 1 or
You can't.
3 goes back to 2.
No, you can't.
Oh, no, but I think there was a thing they used to do.
No,
that.
we tried to do it at fucking pub. We were like,
Oh.
let's have the fucking like
we
limbo
tried
hour.
to do it. That's what it was.
And they were like, we thought of it like we were the first ones to think of it, and they were like,
that's what it was.
no, you can't do it.
Yeah, because you're right. Because it still goes to 2:59 and then it goes back to 2.
No, it goes to 1:59. It goes 12, 1, 1:59, 1.
No, it goes to 2:59 back to 2.
No,
Yes.
I'm telling you, no.
Then you could get the extra hour back.
No. You're right. If the law wasn't in place to prevent that,
No, I don't think there's a law to prevent that.
that's what what's his face was saying. Not Tommy, the other guy.
Hold on. This has to be pulled up immediately.
I'm telling you, daylight saving time was a big thing in growing up as a kid. It goes 12, 1, 1:59, 2.
That means 1 hour skipped on the clock. Yeah, let's see.
Just say, what time do you set the clocks back for daylight savings time? I'm telling you, dude, it's 1:59. My mom right now is screaming into the camera.
Yes,
One of our 8 viewers.
At 2 a.m. on the 2nd in March, it reverts back. Time begins and ends at...
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So, no, I think we did get the extra hour. We did it
No,
then.
we didn't. Because we said we were going to, and then who's the owner of pub?
Sammy. It was
Was
Sammy.
like, yeah, man, you can't do that.
I thought you could.
No. If
Then
the law
that's
wasn't
bullshit. That's bullshit.
Because then I guess in theory, this time around in March, it'd be
No,
like...
I think we did do it, and we just never realized. Because it would go to 1:59 instead of closing at 2. It went back to 1.
I'm telling you, dude, I remember it vividly because I
They
thought
probably-
I was a fucking genius. I was like, we're going to get an extra hour. This is so great. Like, we can DJ till 3 o'clock. It's going to be crazy. They're like, yeah, no, you're not the first person thinking of this at all, and we can't do it.
I beg to differ.
I don't know. Daylight savings fake as fuck.
All right, next submission from T. Papalardo Jr. These personally made me crack up reading them.
I'm grabbing another beer.
So, Tommy Pap, shout out. I'll take a beer.
All right. What kind?
Whatever the hell you're drinking. Flying kombucha. So, Police Academy fitness tests from T. Papalardo Jr., Tommy Paps. Police Academy fitness test, fake. This was hysterical. Now, I have family members that are law enforcement, several law enforcement friends, the utmost respect. However, the fitness test requirements is like 6 push-ups for you to be out there, like protecting other officers, protecting people. Like someone's mugging me. I called 911 and I have someone coming out that can do 4 sit-ups 6 push-ups, 1 chin-up with assist, someone holding their legs, doing it the easy way, and someone who's ran a mile in 16 minutes.
I mean, if
That's
you think
pretty
about
crazy.
it, that's who you want protecting you. Get the fuck out of here. You ever see those cops too on TV that are like, and again, I'm with you. I respect, again, we have friends, mutual friends, like a ton.
Love Elios.
Actually, the next submission is actually from a cop friend of mine. But like, the cop that's like your job is to be in shape, like strong, all of that, to like protect. But the fitness test, I mean, I guess they'd probably make it low so that most people can get in, and then you work out.
I don't know. I don't think the thought is like you're going to work out after. Like if you've gotten that far in your life, like 20 years without working out.
Yeah, you're not like, I don't know. I
mean, but
agree.
also there's no correlation.
Dude, and this is, sorry,
but there's no correlation to the actual, like, if someone's going nuts, like we've gotten to see by just doing jiu-jitsu or other combat things, like how you think a fight or an altercation is going to play out is nothing like how it does. How does doing 6 push-ups on the ground, like an isometric motion like that, like a chest press, how is that going to help you in any way in an altercation, especially against people bigger than you? But I digress.
But how about this Gregor jersey?
So also from T. Papalardo Jr., engagement rings, fake. So highly controversial, right? Our lady listeners are not going to be too happy with that. However, with the whole De Beers, like a diamond is forever, like a woman's best friend is a diamond. If you actually read into the backstory of that whole marketing thing and what they made, it's a great way for them to control the market and get you to drop a lot of money on an engagement ring.
I had a long talk with him about this, and he brings up, again, unfortunately for our female listeners, which is, I think, probably just my mom, that the amount of money that's now being spent on engagement rings isn't because I love you so much more and our bond is tighter than what it used to be back in the day. It's to, like, show off. Like, these guys will buy these fat diamond rings to be like
2-3 months salary.
Look how much money I spent, and then on top of that, there's a 60% chance that it's gonna be the marriage is gonna be shot.
It's a sham.
I mean, look, I'm going back and forth on it, but
we can at least agree that the amount of money you're supposed to spend on it and a lot of the connotations with that are all just made up.
I was telling him, I was like, if you want to spend a lot of money on it, do it. If that's like your thing. Like some people spend money, like we spend money on jiu-jitsu, people be like, what? You pay money for this weird thing. If you want to spend a lot of money on it, fine. But understand that you're buying into the shit. Mm-hmm. It's not actually real.
And if it's not real, it's
fake. Caddy, good luck. All right, the next one, again, from Tommy, is bologna. And I'll keep this one short and sweet. Joey, remember Joey from...
Yes.
Right? It's not a real meat. There's no, bologna...
I have to confess, I have a pound of Schick House bologna in my fridge right now that I bought yesterday.
Yeah, that's why.
I like bologna.
Yeah, that and diet soda. It's fake. It's not real. Dude, he used to eat... He had the same lunch. This was his lunch. Ready? He'll listen to this. He's laughing. Bologna sandwich with bread. He'd have a bag of Doritos chips, red or blue, and then he'd have the barrel juice thing.
No, yes, dude.
Anytime I go to his house, his family these Jacopos were stacked with those barrels, dude.
Yeah.
But bologna fake as shit.
I was gonna say bologna on white bread is literally how to have the most out of shape kid of all time. If you're going.
That's the Booten. I think that's the Booten sandwich.
But yeah. There's no such thing as beef, chicken, or bologna. It's
get the fuck out of here.
It's like pig's feet and snouts and shit.
And Cuesta. This is a pretty funny one. My mustache, real or fake?
I have to say fake.
It's got to be fake, right?
It doesn't even look like a caterpillar. It looks like one of those bugs that people think is a roach, but it's like a water bug that runs really fast in your house that freaks you out, but it's harmless.
Like with all the legs?
Yeah. It actually eats other bugs, but that's pretty much on your face right
Dang, dude. Yeah, and he's our.
now. We should have him actually on the podcast if he hates you half as much as I hate you.
Oh, dude, he would have some funny fucking shit to say. But, yeah, my mustache, it's fake. Look, I'm giving it my best, guys. It's what I was dealt. All right, so a few more. Our dear friend, James P. Freeman. Now, this was, I think, one of the ones that got submitted.
Yes.
A lot.
This got submitted a lot. But he was the first. He's also on the internal HAO group chat. Closed door buttons on elevators and crosswalk buttons not working. Completely fake.
Fake. They're there for what reason?
To make people feel like they're alleviating their stress and angst and concern.
Get the fuck out of here. Closed door button, elevators, fake.
Complete bullshit.
Crosswalk button, have another one. You got to tell me about this train ticket.
So train tickets. So we we used to take the train from Millburn Short Hills to Morristown to go out for some drinking nights. And James used to pride himself on just trying to get on the train, you get off at the next stop. Like, why are we buying tickets? The conductor.
How much would it cost?
It would cost like $6. But we went a few times. And James is a stand-up guy, very generous, would buy shit for people all the time. But we went 2 times, I think, and they didn't check our tickets, and we saw no guy. So we're like, this is like fake shit. We gotta not buy
How old are you?
21, 22. So James was like, I'm not buying a ticket this time, I'm rolling the dice. Even though on the train, the ticket they enacted as $5 more. So the $6 ticket would be worth $11. So he was willing to roll the dice, knowing that if he didn't get it...
They almost doubled up? If you
doubled up, right. It's double or nothing. A little bit more in favor of the non-house side. So he's like, it's worth it. So we all bought the tickets, and he didn't. And he wound up not getting checked. So none of us got checked, so we were pissed. So it actually started to be a real thing. I then looked into, how do the conductors know which car you're getting into, where you're walking to, up and down in the train cars? I think train tickets in general might be fake. Because you can always buy them now.
Now they're fake. More than ever. That's how... Okay.
Because instead of buying it on the train for more, you can download the app on your phone and buy the ticket on the app for the same price as you could outside at the station. So you're actually priced...
But tell everyone what to do. But tell everyone what you do. So you buy the ticket with the app.
So you actually don't buy the ticket with the app. You get on the train without a ticket, just having the NJ Transit app. If the guy comes and checks your ticket, you say, hold on 1 second. You then pull it up and you buy the ticket and show them that you're buying the ticket. Most of the time they'll wait for you to activate the ticket, which means it only has 2 hours and then it voids showing that you used the ticket for that ride. But if they don't wait around, you don't actually activate the ticket, and now you have that train ticket in the bank for the next time.
Okay, so that's a little bit more risky for anyone that's more conservative. What we'll do is we'll buy the ticket. We'll actually buy the ticket, but we won't activate it until we get checked. So we'll just kind of have it on.
In the
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a little bit less.
But I want everyone to know, it's not about being cheap. It's about you gotta try and get the one up on the system, because the system's screwing you from the get-go in ways you don't even know about. And that's why we're here doing this.
Yeah.
To expose what's fake.
Of course. Everyone that has ever cooked a meal waits until the oven is completely preheated.
Absolutely not.
Fuck that noise. You want to preheat to 425? You're tossing that shit in there at about 350. We all know it.
225.
Fake as shit. Or I would just sometimes leave it in there. What else can cook? But whatever. This is what Freeman was talking about the other day. The mattress stores, right?
Yeah.
He said, I guess what? There's mattress stores on every corner?
Yeah, I was kind of caught off guard. So he explained that if you think of a mattress store, like now you have all these online outlets, right? Like Purple Mattress, you got like Amerisleep, all these things. Brick and mortar mattress stores where like you go in with shoes on and lay on mattresses and try them out. They'd have to sell. He said it's something like 3 to 4 mattresses per day to make it profitable. And especially in areas like Texas and that, there's like 10 mattress stores within like a 10 square mile radius that they're actually like, there's a whole Reddit post and things like that, 4chan shit, that they're like laundering money through like the cartel and drug dealers, because how could you possibly be selling that many mattresses? But I actually agree. If you have a 100-day free sleep trial and can send a mattress back, how are there brick and mortar mattress stores?
I agree. And he also said this. He's like, and think about how many mattress, like 18-wheelers you see, like shipping mattresses all over the country. Like, it's not a thing. We know there's drugs in there.
You strap it to the roof of your car and you drive the mattress until it falls off.
Oh, God. Yeah, don't do that. Well, if you use duct tape, don't do that. Also, this one, he brought this one up, I'm pretty sure, or we added it on. If your fucking sushi store or restaurant is always 50% off, that's just what it costs.
Oh, yeah, it's not a deal.
Yeah, it's like, that's just, you just have cheap sushi. All right, few more. C_Dukes, our buddy Casey, waiting 30 minutes after you eat before swimming. Get the fuck out of here. Have another one.
If this was the case, I'd literally never be authorized to be in a pool at any point in my life.
Get the fuck out of here. That's some made up shit.
Complete bullshit. Shout out to C Dukes.
Yeah, fake as fuck. Christopher_Scones. Okay.
This is great.
All right, let's talk about the birds shit first. Because you're familiar. I wasn't familiar.
Yeah, this is some outlandish shit. This is on the outskirts. So if you're anyone who's ever gotten either really hammered or you've just clicked a link and it's like your Wikipedia page hopping, pretty soon you're on Reddit, 4chan, you're into the dark web. That birds, like blue jays, sparrows, they're actually fake.
All birds.
All birds. Completely fake. And they're government surveillance drones. So this is the definition of like when you smoke more weed, turtle.
Yeah. You smoke yourself insane.
So that there's actually diagrams of like the bird and it points to the eye and it says like optic rotating lens, like tripod body, like all this shit.
No way.
It's pretty out there. I'm gonna have to say that birds are real.
Yeah, I'm in for birds are real.
But I like the idea that someone's put this much effort into birds are fake.
Yeah, ultimate trolling. But this is the other one that he said, which I don't know where you stand on this. But tricks to get rid of hiccups. Do you believe that they work or they don't work?
Horseshit. Totally fake.
Okay, I respect your opinion. Do you want to present any evidence, or does the defense rest? Because
first of all, defense goes last, but
that's
why you're not a lawyer. But when it comes to this, I don't know. I just don't think there's so many different tales in that.
Okay.
It's just not good.
Okay.
And also, if you get violent hiccups, like if you're talking you chug 3 beers and you have violent hiccups, I don't think like holding your nose going upside down and like smelling mayonnaise is gonna fix it.
Any other evidence?
You need evidence to prove.
I know. I just want to make sure you're done.
I am done.
Okay.
I rest.
Here's the thing with getting rid of hiccups. There is a spectrum of things that exist in the world. Some of them are what you said. Hold your breath for 30 seconds, smell mayonnaise, and like hop on one foot. Because of those things, people think that that all of it's fake. Okay? So it's like the people that believe in like flat earth conspiracy. Sure. If you believe in another conspiracy, that same person, it's like, if you're crazy enough to believe flat earth, then everything else that you believe is fake, right? Okay. 2 things I'll say.
Are you saying the earth's not flat?
Okay. Definitely not flat. Tricks to get rid of hiccups do actually work. But some of them only work one time. So I had the hiccups once. And hear me out. I had the hiccups once. And a buddy of mine goes, "You have the hiccups?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "What did you eat this morning?" He's like, I know why. What did you eat?" I'm like, "I don't, what do you mean?" He's like, "For breakfast." I'm like, "Well, I had," and I start going off.
Okay.
Right? He's like, "Nah, it wasn't that. What else did you eat?" I'm like, "Well, I had and I start going off the thing. And I wasn't thinking about my hiccups, and I was only thinking about what I had to eat. And in the process of not focusing on the hiccups and focusing on what I ate,
tricking you to focus on that.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And he goes, "How are your hiccups now?" And literally, I had to sit down for 30 minutes. I was like my whole world got rocked. Now that only is going to work once. Like if I had the hiccups again, he's like,
the next time you do it,
yeah,
you
then you
saw it
know.
coming.
Then you know. That aside, that's a trick that always works. So if someone has hiccups, start asking them what they had to eat or what they last drank, and
You
just
question
get there.
them until they are so focused on that they haven't focused on the hiccups.
100% works 100% of the time. The other one that I do that works all the time, that even if you know about it, it can still work, is actually holding your breath as much as you can. Like you take the biggest, deepest breath and you fortify your lungs shut. So you're like, and you hold your breath. Literally, I almost just passed out. And you hold your breath until like you feel like the wall like is pushing and pushing, and you hold it as much as you can, and then you like regularly breathe. If you do that, it's gonna work most of the time. And if I'll say this, if you do that and it doesn't work, you didn't want it to actually work. You didn't believe it would work.
Wow.
So anytime I have hiccups, I hold my breath until I'm about to pass out, and I like push that like wall. You're good to go. Scones, very, very good one. Last one from our buddy.
Rob E. Cologne.
Our
Rob
dude.
Callen, shout out. So, tricks to rapidly cool a beer.
So you know what he's talking about, right?
Kind of, but you read that, and I didn't really know what it meant as well.
So there's like videos online. Like if you like, we have the seltzers in the back that are just like on the shelf, right?
Is this the shit like throw ice and salt together and then like mix it under hot water and it creates a reaction? That shit? Okay.
Bro, this is like wet a paper towel. If you wrap a wet paper towel around your beer or your beverage and you put it in the freezer for 5 minutes, it'll be as cold as ice. No, it won't. The can will be pretty cold. The inside will be mildly colder than what it was 5 minutes ago. The way you hold a beer or drink is you put it in something cold for a long time. Or you put the drink in like one of them frozen things. But like you're not like taking this, which has been in our
And in
fridge.
3 seconds, making it freeze.
Get the fuck out of here, fake as shit. And for the people that are like, well, have you tried this? No, I haven't, and I'm not gonna. So fucking shut up.
I also like this one from our boy Rob Callen. The claim that coffee dehydrates you. So, coffee is literally water that has crushed beans with water filtered through it. It's actually water. So I get the whole like, oh, it's a diuretic, like this makes you go to bed. But if it's composed of water, it cannot dehydrate you more than it hydrates you. Now, we're not talking about salt water. Like, oh, you're drinking salt water and it puts more salt in your body than the water content itself, so you'll dehydrate and die. This is fucking coffee. If you're drinking coffee, I don't believe it's going to dehydrate you.
Over time, though?
Maybe over time, but theoretically, I don't think if you kept drinking only coffee that you would, like, SpongeBob dry out in the sun and die. Like, alcohol dehydrates you.
Yeah.
Because your body has to expel the toxins. But I don't
Yeah.
think you would die if you just only drank coffee.
I would have a heart attack, but yeah, I don't know. But like you pee,
Should
I
drink
think
more
that
coffee.
I mean it's a diuretic, right?
Guess so.
You'll pee more than you intake.
I'm not a nutritionist. I just know. I think that's fake as shit.
Fuck it. Coffee doesn't dehydrate you. Lies. So yeah, and we did this to just let people know
We just wanted everyone to know, like,
what's fake and what's
what's
not.
fucking fake. Like,
Yeah.
don't believe everything that you hear. There's plenty, probably more where this came from. And we'll have to revisit this in the future based on new evidence that corrects
Oh, yeah.
our stances.
We want to know. Let us know what you guys think is fake. Leave comments on YouTube, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you can
But
find
yeah,
us.
keep the comments coming too. Rob Callen, Casey Duke, James Freeman, Cuesta, Tommy Paps.
Scones, Gus, Casual.
Let's go.
Send them our way. Again, so thanks for tuning in. Another episode down. Follow us on all the channels, Official HAO Show. And we'll be on Apple Podcasts, so make sure you guys subscribe there. And yeah, keep the party rocking. Remember, have another one.
Later.
Peace.